This is Ostseeküste 22. I've probably not said that right, but it is by TakerLS, 208.97 megabytes to download. This does require 8 mods for you to be able to play this map. They will download automatically if you haven't already got them installed. They are the wind turbine package, old farm package, old cowshed, Dutch shed pack, EU factories, Dutch contractor shed, cowshed pack, and bunker silo kit. So the description says there, welcome to Baltic Sea. The landscape is characterized by hills and hedges. There are small and big farmers. Small or big farmer, it's your decision. You got all the possibilities to be there. 66 fields and meadows, 5 farms, 1 BGA, 4 woods for forestry, own buildings, own textures, own license plates, realistic stubble destruction, dig and waterhole fill up by rain. I don't know if that's going to be PC only. Animated train, animated ships, prepared for precision farming with own soil map, seasonal map objects, 5 selling points, animal dealer, collectibles. And it says have fun on Ostseeküste and successful harvest. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. And this is the map, guys. So, not a bad map. I quite like it. It's been done very nice. Nice detail. Varying sizes of fields, as you can see. And obviously varying prices. We'll check out some of the prices in a second. We are actually up here outside our starting farm in new farmer mode, because I am in new farmer mode as always. So in that mode you get these 3 plots. Obviously we get the plot which your farm is on with the sheds and farmhouse, etc. It has also got this sort of grass field area behind it, which we'll have a look at in a second. We do get this decent sized field behind. It's empty, it's been cultivated I think, and the same with this field here, another good size, and that is empty as well. In terms of the other field prices, I think this plot here is the most expensive, 903 grand, and I think fields 19 possibly is the cheapest at 41 grand, just over. We do have obviously these meadows. If I click off of that, you can see they are grass fields. You don't have to keep them as grass fields, but I think this is one of them. That is only 20 grand, and there's another one there like so. Forestry areas, we've got some on here, 74 there, just shy of 89,000, sorry. 73 is another one, 48 grand. There is a very tiny one just there for just over 36 grand, and there's another one there. There is an outside of the map, and that will take in all of that. Some things you might be able to use, might be useful. I think there's a little bit of forestry possibly there. That has got a value of 0, so it's not going to cost you anything for that, which is pretty nice. Now there is other places you will need to buy to be able to use them, because like it says, there is 5 farms in total. So obviously our farm is one of those, so there's 4 other farms. There is one here. I will be buying these. I'll add some money in a second. That is 529 grand, a little bit pricey. In fact, I might as well show you once we've added in the money as well, and we'll buy up some plots. Also, we've got the BGA there. You will need to buy that to be able to use it. That is 786 grand. So again, a little bit pricey, but it is what it is, I guess. As you can see, the normal sort of thing. We've got a few sell points scattered around. We've got the store, couple of productions, not a huge amount of productions on here, which is pretty good. So you can sort of build it up, do what you want with, etc. like so. Now it does say there is animated ships. I didn't see any on my little sort of scout about to sort of get my bearings and check a few things out, but this is where all the sea is up the top, so they're obviously going to be there. And the animated train I did see, that runs across the bottom of the map just along here, so that is definitely there. But we will check everything out, and I'll show you everything now, mods, etc., slot counts. We'll have a quick walk around the farm, and then I will add in some money. I probably also will add in a pickup or lease a pickup, but we won't collect it until we get to the store. It's only there, so we're going to do a sort of loop around like that and come down. So it'll be a little bit quicker as we go round. We'll do mods now. To be fair, it's pretty much all of the required mods that you're gonna come across, but you will find things in sheds like so, because as you can see, Dutch contractor shed, Dutch shed, so it's all pretty much the required mods. Silos, we've got some bunker silo bits and bobs. I don't think there was anything in silo extensions. In farmhouses, we do have one for the actual map itself, and it is this big mansion, which is pretty snazzy. That is actually at that big farm I showed you, so we will get to see that in a second. In productions, we've got those required mods, the EU factories, we've got a grain mill and a dairy. Again, that is on the map as we go. In generators, ignore the government subsidy, that's obviously for me to add in money, but we've got these three at the end. Again, that's one of the required mods, the wind turbine package. And then I think it was just under animals, cows, we've got the old cow shed pack, etc., and sheep as well, which comes as part of the old farm package. I think that is it, guys. If we go along to painting, there is a few extra textures in. We've got a couple of grasses, gravel, animal mud, asphalt, a couple of concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass again, gravel again, concrete, rock and dirt. So we do have a few different ones. Now in trees, there seems to be quite a lot of trees, and they do all have the map name underneath them, so I'm not quite sure why, but there is quite a few trees there, and exactly the same with the plants. So quite a few bushes, we've got the meadow as usual, but I don't think there's anything sort of different out of the norm there. That is all of that. We will go through this menu now. I think there is 100 collectibles. They are the sort of toys from Elm Creek. We don't start off owning any productions, you'll need to buy them. There is contracts available on the other fields that you don't own. We don't own any animal pens to start. If we go into this menu, no, I was just checking the equipment to see if it was okay. Sometimes you load into a map and it's got worn out equipment, hasn't it? But it seems to be pretty good on here. There's a couple of little bits on the thingy. I don't know what I'm saying. There's no custom crops, but there's plenty of places to sell things, as you can see. There is a custom crop calendar. It doesn't actually say that in the description, but there is a couple of planting windows there for wheat and barley, and I think some of the other things look a little bit different from the norm as well. But yeah, that is it. So there you go. Let's do slot counts now. It is the same across all three modes. The only difference being in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you don't own any land, but the slot count in all three modes is 1,202, which sounds a little bit steep, but there is plenty of things on here like the other farms where you can sell things off to get that slot count down, but obviously you will need to buy the land to do that. But anyway, don't start off with a huge amount of equipment. Small tractor, it's the only tractor we've got. It's the Fendt Favorite 515C. Do get a nice trailer, that's the class Carrot. That's a good starting trailer. Got a Horsch cultivator, Nordsten seeder, Hardy sprayer, quickie front loader with a couple of attachments, pallet fork and universal bucket. 2 weights, different weights. I mean in weight, not different weights. And then this guy, the Amazon T-Pack U, like so. Interestingly enough, we don't start off with a harvester, so if you want to get planting anything, you're either going to have to buy one or lease one. But anyway, that is the slot count. Just behind us, right outside the door, we do have a sleep trigger. Now obviously if you come on here and Farm Manager will start from scratch, and this goes for all the other farms as well that we don't own, none of these triggers will appear here. So if you load in Farm Manager start from scratch, you won't get the sleep trigger until you buy this plot of land. Oh, sorry sir. So there you go. That is just decorative, that building. You can't go in there, but we do have sheds here with some of our equipment in. This shed we can open. Do start off with an IBC of herbicide and also a bag of seed. And we can see we've got equipment in. I don't think there's anything around there. Like this shed for instance, that is part of the decoration. So you can sell that, but all these things here like that, I'm clicking on that, you cannot sell that. But yeah, so I wouldn't sell too many things, because I sold this farmhouse earlier and that satellite dish and aerial stayed there. It was just floating in the sky. So I wouldn't sell off anything. So weights there, bucket there, front loader attacher, and that is our farm, guys. This is the grass area that I talked about. It literally comes through the back of our farm. There is some sort of bushes through there, but you will be able to plough them through, and then it goes down here, and that is it. So that is the little area there. That is that field, which again, like I said, is a very nice size. So pretty cool. Right, I am going to add in some money. I will bring you back in. I'm going to get a pickup on lease, like I said, and we'll buy those plots of land so you can see what they look like. So bear with me a sec. Right, a bit more of a heftier bank account. So let's buy up these plots. So starting here, like I said, this is the big farm. It is 529,472. If I click off that now, we do get a fuel tank. This one does have a silo. It's the only farm that does have a silo, but it's pretty cool setup. And then across the road we've got that big farmhouse that I showed you. Just here is the BGA, like I said, 786,000, just over. I'll buy that. Now we do get the icon up here. Just over here is a plot, just over 81 grand, so a little bit cheaper. Do have a farmhouse there, also a cow barn, also does take in this field here, which is pretty nice. And then over here we have this plot, just shy of 100 grand, that one. Again, it's got a cow barn there and a farmhouse. And then I think the last one is just up here, plot 70, just over 57 grand. All that has is a big shed and a fuel tank. That is it for that farm. So there is your 5 farms. So 1, 2, 3 over there, this big one here, and obviously ours, like so. I think that's all I need to buy. So we will get cracking now. Let's jump in the fence. So we've done the tour around our farm. Let's excuse the dodgy camera angles. We'll head on out this way. So yeah, I think it has been done very well. It looks like a proper place to be living. There's traffic, there's people walking around, which is always nice to see. Just here, I pulled over here on my little tour round because I wanted to run down the front here and check out a few things. So we've got a bit of a pontoon jetty, and we've just down there somewhere we've got some cool... Oh look, there's a ship. Absolutely awesome. That is good timing. Oh, it's disappeared. There it is. I think we've... and the balloon disappeared. Yeah, where's the tractor gone? That's not it. There it is. Just here, there was a... There it is, a collision. There's nothing there at all. I got stuck there earlier, and I was like, that's a little bit iffy. And there's also something I'm going to show you, if I remember, down at the big farm to do with that silo. It was a little bit odd as well. Right, let's turn into here because we have a sell point just here for our stones, which is nice. Nice decoration, nicely done. And we will head down this very narrow track. Some of these tracks, like this one here, are very narrow. and they do have a lot of trees overhanging, so I know that's gonna upset a few people. So I'll try and get good camera angles. I may have to go in cab a little bit if it's easier. Let's turn right here. You don't get any traffic on these tracks though. There is deer though. Just run them over. Sounds bad. Right, we're going across the back of our big field there. That's government subsidy signs in the middle of the field. Modern day scarecrow. And then we need to go around here and into here. And this here is the grain mill. So this is one of the mods. We do have a fuel tank just there, and we also have a point where you can buy lime from. That is all you can buy there. It's not any more than lime. That is it. Can buy this for 96 grand. These are just sort of bays where you can store grains if you want, machinery. They're not bunker silos. But that is it for the grain mill. Get my words out in a second. Can drive all the way around it though. So try not to get hit by the traffic. There we go. This field to our right's quite interesting. It does have two sort of water ditches. We go onto the map, we are up here, so you can see the water ditches there. We go into landscaping mode, and there they are. But I mean, if you didn't want them there and you wanted to buy this field, you could easily use the landscaping tool to raise that ground up again, plough it all through. Not a problem. Moving on from there, need to remember my turning. As you can see, some of the fields are pretty hefty. Do have a sort of mix of what you can and can't purchase. So we'll move down here. There is a couple of sort of ponds and lakes on the map where you can fill up water from, but I will show you something in a second. I'll jump out here. This is our dairy. So again, you'll tip in there, pallets there, and again you can buy this 70 grand as a production, and you can drive all the way through it as well again, which is nice. And now you can see the pickup. Oh, this little area here is quite handy. It's sort of like a placeable area, nice and flat. That actually comes under the free land. So if I click on that, that's going to cost you 0 to buy that. So that could come in handy for you if you wanted to place anything down there. But like I say, there's deer in the sky there. That's not good. We are now at the store. So if you buy, lease anything, reset anything, it's going to appear there. We do have a workshop trigger here. So it is the zone all the way across this side. So just there. Got a shed here, and then these doors just here. We do have another workshop trigger inside. You need to be this side to activate that trigger and go in sort of past the icon just there. And just here we've got another fuel tank where you can fill up from, and then your shop icon is just over here for your shop goods and items. Right, let's jump in the pickup. Hopefully this should speed things up a little bit. I know there's not a huge amount to see, but where it's kind of all sort of spread about, it takes a little bit longer. Now we need to go up here, and this is what I mean about the trees overhanging. So just here, I've got this little well. Now if you click on this, it does actually say water purchase, but it doesn't cost you anything. So you can fill up from here. Free water, happy days. If we spin around and go back out the same way we came, we'll go back out onto the main road, hopefully missing any traffic that's coming. There we go. The pedestrians are like that, they've got their own separate walkway, footpath just down there. If we turn down here, we've got a nice sort of long drive up here towards that big farm. The nice trees either side, I quite like that. And then we do have a nice sort of brick wall there, lovely gated entrance, like so. Can we close these gates? We can open and close those gates. That's pretty smart. So this is that big house. These rocks do not have a collision on, which is handy. I'm going to face out that way, quick getaway. So obviously your big house. On this side we've got our sleep trigger, and if we run round the back, do have a nice little sort of water feature around the back. This icon at the back is going to be for your wardrobe. Lovely, look at that. I'd love to sit out there, cook a pizza. So there is a collectible, just to show you, 1,000 each. Very nicely done. It's all pretty much decoration though, these buildings. You can't go in any of them, like so. So some people may think of that being wasted. I will drive across here because I'm going to show you what I spotted earlier. So we do have this, it's the same building as the one up the store, so it's got a workshop trigger in the end. We do have that big shed there. The door will close on that, obviously, if you own it. Now there is lights in some of these big barns, but I couldn't see any light switch, so I'm not that familiar with some of these mods. Some of you guys may very well be. They possibly are automatic lights that come on at night. Just round this back side we've got a fuel tank. Again, that's empty, that one, so you will need to fill it up. And this is our silo system, which is pretty cool. It's got a weigh station just here, so you can weigh yourself as you're going in. And then just here we tip in there and you'll pipe out all in the same bit, like so. That, I'm not sure what that capacity is actually. Let's have a quick look. I didn't test that. Is it actually in here? No, I'm sorry, I didn't test that, guys. I didn't think about that. You got this area where you can store things again, grains, etc., or equipment. Now I'm hoping I can get over this because I did this in the tractor, but well, you can already see that these silos do not have any. No, it's not going to let me. I pretty much bounced up those concrete slabs there and drove through the silo. Look, there's no collision on them at all. Just thought I'd point that out. A bit pointless really, but thought I'd mention it. And then we do have another weigh station on the way out, so you can weigh yourself when you're empty, or go in whichever way you want to. Let's quickly show you where we've been. So we had a quick tour around the farm, didn't we? We came out, we went up here, checked out the boats, etc. Stones down there, sell point, and then we went down this track and did the grain mill, and then we came down, went in here, we did the dairy and the shop area, workshop, across here to the water point, down there, and we are now at this main farm, and we're going to carry on down. We'll go past that field there which we own, and we'll come straight down into the BGA. So a decent sized field to our left there, that's pretty expensive. Slow down a little bit in case we have an accident. Yep, just there on the left you can see that is our other field. It's all cultivated, ready to go. So it's quite nice it's been done like that. That's another huge field. And there's the wind turbines, there's sort of scattered around the map. And there is the BGA in front of us. We need to go down here though to access it. So we've got a weigh station again on your entrance and exit. Two big bunker silos. Now these ones are a little bit weird, they're kind of been put together, because if we do this you can sell off these squares and you can sell off the concrete dividers, so it's a little bit yeah, I'm hoping it works all right. I'm presuming it does. tipping points, etc. like that, and your BGA spanner icon wrench thingy majiggy is just there. Ins and outs for slurry, I guess, or possibly digestate. And then we'll head on out. I'm really surprised I haven't hit any cars yet, but I know I've just cursed myself. That is going to happen now. It always seems to. But we'll go around this way, and I think next up is one of the cow farms. Yes, just here. We'll stop here, I think. Something like that. It's probably going to mess with the traffic, I guess. So sleep trigger is a little bit high, isn't it? It's just there for this farm. Again, most of this is decoration. We do have the cow barn just here. A whole 35 cows, this one. You can open all these doors. Feed and straw triggers inside. I said it before on a map a little while ago. I can't remember which one's which, but one of these is milk and the other one round the back is slurry, or vice versa. But there you go, like so. We can open these sheds, obviously, once we've bought them. There we go. So that is, I think that... Does that one open? I don't think it does. Yes, it does. Yes, you can come in here, that's pretty cool. Like so. I don't think this one has a fuel tank on it, but this is a bunker silo. Again, it's the kind of sort of squares they've placed down. And the partition, but that's pretty nice. I like that. It's been nicely done. So yeah, that's that farm. And yes, we are holding up the traffic. Sorry, sir. Going to squeeze out. Just in, where has it gone? This one here. We do have the sign up just here. This is, what was this? Hanson Wholesaler. So just up back here, we've got our sell point just here. This will take things like grapes, olives, and I think it even takes wool and things like that. So it will take a different variety of things. We'll just get out of this car's way. Right, so we went to the BGA, came round, we're now at the cow barn. We did the cow barn, sorry. We're now here. We're going to go all the way along like that. Visit that farm, and then we've got quite a few things to see there. Come up, last farm and the last sale point, and that should be it, guys. So not... Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon, didn't I, when I said I haven't hit any cars. Bang. Don't think we'll get to see the train from here, but it is just for sort of aesthetic purposes, I guess. I was going to say decoration, but it obviously it does move. A lot of the times when we say decoration, it's normally referring to something that's static there. Yeah, I don't think we'll see it from here. But anyway, let's carry on. Go over a little bridge here, so you can drive underneath that road, which is nice. But like I said, a lot of people I don't think are going to like these overhanging trees. It doesn't bother me too much. I mean, it's a little bit different if you're trying to record a video. But anyway, let's stop in here. This is the other cow farm. Again, we've got a sleep trigger just there. We've got these sheds. We've seen these. You can open all these up, and we've got an open shed. Do have another bunker silo with the tyres on the side. I like the look of that one. And again, cow barn here. This will hold 70, this one though. That is the other end. So again, milk or slurry point. I can't remember which way round. And then if we run around this side, you're going to find your triggers just in there for your feed and straw. Bit of junk scattered around. Like so. none of these doors we can open. That's pretty much it. So that's that farm. A few more houses around to bring it to life. And then if we turn right next to the bus stop, big parking area, which is pretty cool. There's people obviously turning up for work here. Now we've got the animal dealer here, but that is not actually showing on the map. There's no icon for it, but if we jump out, it will show the barns that we own, because obviously we have bought the other farms. So we do have an animal dealer there. If I jump out, we've got the animal dealer sale points. There's basically his bale sale point, or you can sell loose grass, hay, straw, etc. And then just in under here, we've got sort of like a main sale point. This is country trading point, LVE sale point. And then up the back we do have LVE wood and wood chip sale points. So your wood chip sale point just here, pretty obvious, and your wood again pretty obvious, and there's your icon like so. So a few things going on here. Do we go this way? Yes we do. We've got another fuel tank just there, and another place where we can buy lime. And then just here is our potato sale point, LVE potato sale point. And opposite that, it is the sugar beet sale point. Now there is a ramp here, but I think again that's just decorative, because the train won't come in that far. I think it just runs along that back track. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Way station here as well. So that is all that area done. So a fair bit going on there. Cute little church there as we come out. And we've got a long drive up through here, and then swing a right, and all we've got left is that sale point and the other farm, which like I said is just got a shed there and a fuel tank. Whoa, steady on. So again, pedestrians have got their own separate footpath, sidewalk, whichever you call it. I think we will. I'll just pull in here and I can run across the road, can't I? So again, another way station, which does work obviously. And this is a sale point, and that is going to be round the back. This is country trading point, HAGA, or Haga, which is up there. I'm guessing it's HAGA. So there you go, that's that sale point. I don't think that's a fuel tank. I think that's decorative, because that doesn't show up, does it? No, the one across the road at the farm is. Let's quickly get across. It says Beckman something or other. So it literally is just this shed, which is a huge shed. It's all in one thing, and we can open these doors. He says we've got a workshop trigger in here, which is nice. Again, there's lights in here, but I couldn't find a light switch. There's nothing up round the back. And then this is just a concrete wall. It's not a bunker silo or anything like that. And there's our fuel tank, which is empty, but we can fill that up. Hold up to 25,000 litres. So that is it, guys. That's the map. We kind of went like that, didn't we? Down, in there, across there, round, all the way along, in there, and we've done it. That is Ostseeküste 22 by TakerLS. Please let me know your thoughts on the map if you're playing on it. Always like to hear and read your comments. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash the bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.